Welcome teachers, students, parents. We are the Block&Bridle officer team from Angelo State University, and we're just putting a couple of videos together for teachers to use as a science outlet during this coronavirus time. So this video that we're doing today is over sheep. The breed that we have here is called Dorpers. They are one of the few breeds of hair sheep that we have. Two of the main things that we get from sheep are wool and meat. So these are mainly used for meat production. Sheep are mammals, which means that they give birth to live young. They're also super easy animals to deal with. You'll see a lot of people in FFA and 4-H programs who use them as a showing project, and so they're pretty low maintenance. Sheep are what we call ruminant animals, which means that they have 4 chambers in their stomach, so they can actually utilize grass and digest it as an energy source. Sheep are also one of the only animals that can live on a short acreage just because they can digest that grass and they don't need a whole lot per animal. So, like I mentioned earlier, Dorpers are a breed of hair sheep, which actually means that they shed all of their wool themselves. So we don't have to do what we call shearing or clipping them because they eventually just lose all of their wool anyways. And whenever we mention hair sheep, it means that they have hair underneath their wool. And so these right here are getting ready to have babies in just a couple months. So we'll have some newborn lambs running around here pretty shortly. So a term that we use in the ag industry for a specific type of animal within a species is called a breed. And so the first category that we're going to go through is the fine wool sheep. And so this sheep that you see right here is called a Rambouillet. We're kind of partial to Rambouillets here at ASU because that's actually what our mascot is. And this picture that you see here is our live mascot, Dominic. So Rambouillet sheep originated from France. They have a white face and they normally have horns, but some you see may not have horns. So within the same breed is Delaine Merino. This one comes from Spain. This is the one that you see predominantly the most. It has a very fine fleece, which means that it's really soft, and then the crimp pattern of it is very tight. It is also white-faced, and then it can either have horns or it cannot have horns, just like the Rambouillet sheep. So the next category of sheep that we're going into is what we call the crossbred. Now, crossbred sheep are exactly like they sound. They are a cross between 2 different types of sheep that make their own breed. So this one that you see right here is a Columbia, and this is a cross between a Lincoln and a Rambouillet. This is the largest of the cross classes. It is white-faced, and this one will not have horns. So the last category of sheep that we're going to go over is medium wools, and this first picture of medium wool that you see right here is a Suffolk. So Suffolks originated in England. They have a black head and legs that do not have wool on them, and then they are a leaner or skinnier sheep that is very muscular. But Suffolks are super popular among commercial breeders, so you'll probably see sheep with black head and black legs out in a field, and you're most likely seeing some Suffolk sheep. So we're going to go over one more medium wool sheep, and this is a Southdown. It's the oldest sheep breed that we know of that came from England. Now these Southdowns are pretty cute little things. They're medium or small sized. They have a light brown face and legs. And so if you see a cute little sheep somewhere, then you're most likely seeing a Southdown as well. Now, at the very beginning of the video, we showed you some live sheep called Dorpers, and Dorpers originated from South Africa. They are a cross between a black-headed Persian and a Dorset horn. They are covered with hair and wool, like we mentioned, and they're super adaptable to any environment that they come in contact with. We thank you for joining in on our sheep video and hope that you'll stick around and look at some of the other videos that we have to offer and see what you can learn next.